money bound, all right?
Well, you all right?
I'm good, bro.
Give me a bag of that reefer.
No, I ain't got no reefer, man. We ain't no drugs, man.
Well, you slanging stuff,
No, man. All I did was go to school. That's it, man.
You ain't slanging that?
Nothing, bro. I just went to school.
Oh, yeah?
That's it, dog.
School don't bring that kind of money.
I'ma holler at you. What we represent, man?
Big money bound.
Say, let her know, man.
Big money bound.
You got the kids, man. You got the kids, man. So all I did was go to school. Athletics and entertainment, I thought that was the only way. Randy, they say respiratory therapy don't make no money, man. Hey, I beg to differ, man. Respiratory therapy been good to me. Big Money Bound TV, RRT Posse, YouTube. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. I release scheduled videos every Monday, 12 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, but I also release some unscheduled videos throughout the week. Now, if you're returning, welcome back. I appreciate all of the support. Thank you. Today's video, we talking about that Fetty. Big Money Bound TV. How much money I actually made in just 2 months of respiratory therapy during the COVID pandemic. When you say bankrolls on top of bankrolls, dog, hey man, respiratory therapy been good to me. All you gotta do is keep watching. Keep watching. What we represent, man?
Big money bound.
Say, let her know, man.
Big money bound.
Kids, man. During the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, it was a lot of fear, especially in our hospital. People was catching the coronavirus. A lot of patients with coronavirus was coming through. We didn't really know how it was spread, what was going on. But like I said from the beginning, Randy, why you work all these crazy hours? You gonna hurt yourself, you gonna kill yourself. Like I said from the beginning, get rich or die trying. Now it's time to see, are you really living up? COVID pandemic. Hey dog, bills still gotta be paid. Hey man, God real, just keep me safe. That's all. Yeah, like I said, I wash my hands and I leave the rest in God's hands. I wash my hands and leave the rest in God's hands. I said that back then. So it was real fearful. It was a lot of pandemic, a lot of like chaos, a lot of turmoil. People didn't know what was going on. Then things started to kind of like, we kind of like got the gist of what's going on. Wear your mask, stay 6 feet back, keep your hands out of your face, keep washing your hands and all that stuff. So let's stay in my area. I say the shutdowns begin in March, like March 7th, March 8th. They shut down like all the restaurants, all the gyms, all the schools. They started shutting everything down. That happened in March. The months that I'm going to cover is from the end of July to the beginning of August. During this 2-month period, as a respiratory therapist, I made $36,000 in 2 months. How did I do this? Finna break down the numbers right now. It's possible. Work ethic, you want it, you can go and get it. They say respiratory therapists don't make money, right? They say when you're making no money, you gotta go take a travel assignment. Hey. Watch this, dog. Let me break this down for you. All right, now. All I was working was at my full-time job. I didn't go to my per diem job at all. I was working my full-time job. The reason why is because every extra shift you picked up, they put $500 in your pocket. Just for picking it up. Then the additional as you start to work. So just for picking it up, you get $500 starting off. Go to my per diem job for what? All right, here we go, man. Now I get paid $26.50 per hour. The national average for respiratory therapists is, I believe, $27 to $28 per hour. I'll put it down below the exact number. So I'm being underpaid. But hey, keep watching. $26.50 per hour. I work the night shift. I get $2.50 for working the night shift. You add that up, that's $29 per hour. I'm working $29 per hour. All right, I get $3 extra to work the weekend. I'm gonna let y'all know about the weekend once we get there, but for now, remember, $29 per hour. All right, let's start off with that first paycheck. July 24th, the paycheck on July 24th, I worked a total of 132 hours. 132 hours. That's equivalent to 11 days. 11 days. Now we know anything over 80 hours, 40 hours, anything over 40 hours per week is overtime. But since we're doing a paycheck, we're doing 2 weeks. So every hour over 80 hours is time and a half. That's overtime. So for the 132 hours that I worked, I got paid $29 per hour. $29 per hour. That's equal to $3,828. Right there. $3,828. But you got to take into account, I get paid $3 per the weekend. When I'm picking up overtime, I make sure I do both weekends. I do my weekend and another weekend. So on this paycheck, I worked 4 weekends. 12-hour shifts, 12 times 2, that's 24. The next weekend, that's 24 again. That's 48 hours. 48 hours times $3. That's equivalent to 144. All right? Now, I worked a total of 132 hours. Minus the 80 hours, because anything over 80 hours for 2 weeks is time and a half. So I got 50 hours worth of time, 52 hours worth of time and a half. So 52 times 13.25, time and a half, 26.50 divided by 2, which is 13.25. Stay with me. 13.25 times 52 equals $689. So we got $3,828, $144 for the weekend, and $689 for the time and a half, for the overtime I worked. That's equal to $4,661 so far. But like I said, every day of extra you picked up was an additional $500. You work 3 days per week. So anything above them 6 days is $500 in your pocket. I picked up 11. So that's 5 days of $500. So 500 times 5 days, that's equal to $2,500 just for picking up 5 days. Okay, so we got $2,500 plus the $4,661. That's equal to $7,161. So that paycheck, that money I got, $7,161. That's just for 2 weeks now. Stay with me. My next paycheck, August the 7th. I also worked 132 hours, which is equivalent to 11 days. So this is easy for us now. We already did this math. That's going to be the same exact paycheck. $7,161 again. So in 1 month, I made over $14,000. In 1 month, I made over $14,000 during the coronavirus pandemic. You know how many hard times I went through? I was in that program, and to be rewarded like this, hard work in that program and hard work at that job field, and the bankroll for over $14,000 in 1 month. It's possible, man. Like, take care of your schoolwork, please. I want to see everybody saying 14 band shorty, 14 band shorty. All right. the next paycheck. So we already covered July 24th paycheck, 14 days later. August 7th paycheck, now we're going 14 days again. August 21st paycheck. I worked 108 hours. That's equivalent to 9 days. Y'all probably saying, Randy, you getting all this money, why would you work 9 days? Because not everybody else see you getting all this money. I want to work some too, I want to work some too. People that never paid them overtime, not everybody want to get overtime. Hey, I don't blame them. They giving you 500 just for picking up, so everybody went to grabbing, but it was still busy. So I worked 108 hours. So we're going to times total hours worked, which is 108 by $29 per hour. It's equivalent to $3,132. Now, I did the weekends again. I worked both weekends, 4 days, at $3 extra per hour. So we're going to do 48 hours times 3. That's equivalent to $144. Then, like I said before, any hours above 80 hours is time and a half. So 80 minus 108 is 28. 28 times 1325 is equal to $371. All that together equals $3,647. Like I said again, any days worked over 6 days is that extra 500. I worked a total of 9, so that's 3 days over 6. 3 times 500 is 1,500. So all that money together, I made $5,147 on that paycheck. $5,147. Let's go 14 days later, because I think y'all see where I'm getting at, man. It's possible. Let's go 14 days later. My next paycheck. September 4th. I worked 120 hours on this paycheck. That's equivalent to 10 days of work. $29 per hour times my total hours worked, which is 120, equals $3,480. $3,480, man. I did the weekend. I did that whole weekend. 48 hours. 3 times 48, that's 144. Overtime. My total overtime hours was 40. $13.25 times 40 equals 530. All that money there added up is $4,154. Now we gotta put the extra out, the extra days work, which was 4 days extra. That's $500 per day. 5 times 4, that's 20. That's $2,000. So we got a total of $6,154 for those 2 weeks. The next paycheck, I gave y'all 6 paychecks, so it's 2 months and a half, 2.5 months. 2.5 months, that's 2 months, man. 2.5 months. Now my last paycheck, they told us, all right, you guys, this is the last 2 weeks you guys are going to be able to get that bonus money for $500 because now COVID is kind of slowing down. Things are reopening back up. It's going to be no more bonus money. Hey, thank you for giving me that heads up. Jody Joe, I'm going to put in 14 days in a row. Randy, you sure? Baby, trust me, I got us. Now my paycheck for September the 18th, I worked 168 hours. That's 14 days. A 2-week pay period, I worked every day. The first time in my life. The most I ever did was 13. I did 14 and I had a good reason too. $29 per hour times 168 hours equals $4,872. Man, $3 times the weekend's work, that's 144. My overtime hours work was 88 hours of overtime. So 1325 times 88 equals 1,166. Come on, man. That total equals $6,182. But we can't forget about that bonus money. I did 14 days, dog. That's 8 days of that bonus money. 8 times 500 equals $4,000 just for picking up. Now, I admit I was tired as hell. But dog, once I got that check, I woke up. All of this money put together, this paycheck equaled out to be $10,182. I'm underpaid. Don't forget it. We got a total of 5 paychecks. With these 5 paychecks, the first one was $7,161. The second paycheck was $7,161. The third paycheck was $5,147. The fourth paycheck was $6,154. The last paycheck was $10,182. That equals out to a total of $35,805. But I forgot to tell you, during the month of September, I worked on a holiday. I worked Labor Day. That was 12 hours of time and a half. So let's do 12 times 13 just to make the math easy. 12 times 13, that's $150. Plus that $35,805, that's equal to $35,955. We're going to round that up. That rounds up to $36,000, man, in 2 months. I'm glad I'm bringing this to the camera because I want y'all to see how hard I'm going for that Betty and how rewarding it can be. Bro, the money is there if you want it. Yeah, I sacrificed some time. Yeah, I gave up 2 weeks. It's 365 days in a year. I gave up 2 weeks. That's why when you see me and my girl out there celebrating the B-Day and doing this, that's why your boy just had to grab that overly expensive steak for $240. Bro, I just did 14 days in a row. You don't get out my face saying that's too much money on the steak. Bro, I just did, man, I'm cutting up. Thank you, Lord. All right, now, so that's $36,000. 5 paychecks. Then people ask me like, oh, Randy, man, why you want to go through these travel assignments? They got respiratory therapists getting paid $4,000 a week. All right, let's do the math. I did 2.5 months. So it's 4 weeks in a month. So 1 month, that's 4 weeks. Next month, that's another 4 weeks. So we had 8 weeks total, plus a half of a month. That's 2 weeks. So we had 10 weeks. 2.5 months is 10 weeks. You getting paid $4,000 a month, $4,000 a week. 10 times 4, that's $40,000. You did a travel assignment for $40,000. They got paid $40,000. I got paid $36,000. Standing in the comfort of my own house, getting home cooked meals from Jody Joe, cuddling up with my baby every day off. Every time I come home, cuddling up. Every nap I take, come home kissing my girl, playing with my dog Louie. I did that in the comfort of my own home. I ain't had to get on no flight. I'm afraid of heights. I ain't have to get no whole big lump sum paycheck and not know what corner to turn. Is this safe? Is this not safe? I know where I'm at. I know where to go, where not to go, dog. With that bankroll on you. You feel me? So, well, I know somebody who got paid $6,000 a week. They got $60,000 a month in that 2.5 months. Okay. I applaud that, bro. Go get paid. I want to see everybody. They're a respiratory therapist. Okay, they got paid $60,000. I got paid $36,000. We got something in common. We can both say respiratory therapy has been good to us. I want to see you get paid. I'm telling you, this big money bound. I get motivated and inspired by that too. I ain't no hater. Damn, you made a 60 piece? All right, let me go back to the drawing board, see what I can do. I made 36 over there. I got a revenue coming from this passive income, that passive income. So in total, I really made 48. And I ain't have to work for 8 of that. But hey, I didn't have to work for 12,000 of that. You feel me? So hey, it's all about your perspective. Big Money Bound TV, RRT Posse. You know, man, you want to know about that paycheck, that money, I'm going to give it to you. I was going to do like how much I made during the whole pandemic. That's too much money to even bring to the screen. My financial advisor said, nah, don't do that, dog. IRS gonna be on your head. Talk, boy, don't you do that. Don't put them folks on you, dog. You got a good thing going. So, hey, I'm gonna leave that alone. But just know, it's possible.